and welcome to TEW 2016, the branding solution, and we are here for the Royal Rumble. And I only actually have one pre-show match, which was a women's battle royal, and I ended up with Asuka winning it, mainly because I forgot to put her in the women's actual Royal Rumble. She was never going to win it, so it's not a big issue. Actually, a 59 rating is pretty good, so I'm happy with that. We start by looking at probably the four biggest matches. I know it's arguable to say that Sasha and Mickie James is big, but we know what's happening. So yeah, 88 to start the show. And we start with the Shockwave Royal Rumble match. Yes, I did end up with a Royal Rumble match per show, and I went with Shockwave first, and I went with Rusev to win the match, with Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Austin Aries being the final ones, but it also gave Braun Strowman a big push by making him have the most eliminations. So that was a good start. We then went on to what I believe is the tag team match. Just taking a long time to load. Where we had a 77, that's brilliant. The Briscoe brothers retain their tag team titles, defeating Dash Wilder. And if this is going to be like the show, I'm pretty looking forward to this. We do the whole thing where they're picking numbers out of the balls, and Asuka looks shocked that she isn't involved. Let's just say that happened. Bad news is Furiously still not involved, trying to weasel his way in. I'm pretty sure Kenny isn't in it either, so it's all people wanting it. And another great match, we have Big E defeat Dolph Ziggler with a big ending to retain the World Heavyweight Championship with an 81. Brilliant. And afterwards, The Miz comes out. He actually should have had a distraction on The Miz to distract Ziggler, but those two attack Ziggler and Chris Jericho makes the save. We move on to the women's title match, where it's even better rating. Sasha Banks retains. We knew it was happening, but an 82, that's so far match of the year. Every match is getting better. There was a reason why that match was before the women's match. Women's Battle Royal Rumble, which I think should be the next match coming. Let's see. No, we just have a bit more getting ready. Asuka still wants to know why she's not in the match. Moves the storylines on nicely. You know, we're not getting too mad with this. We know where we're going. We know the angles we're taking. There is a lot of Royal Rumbles in this pay-per-view, so a lot of people getting used. This is just a ginormous battle royal used. Everybody who wasn't in a match on the man, which somehow ended up being exactly 50 people. And I let Baron Corbin pick up the victory. He also got the most eliminations. And Bad News was his final elimination, which is huge. Look at the host of improvements. 64, not the greatest match, but still pretty good considering most of them are the jobbers. We then have the Women's Royal Rumble, and it's a 72. Another really good performance. An injury to Naomi, which is quite concerning, but I went with the shock return of Bayley, who we said might want her WrestleMania moment. So it's going to be Bayley versus Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. I was saving it up for WrestleMania. I had to find a way to make it happen. We'll look into who caused that injury in a moment. We then have another look, some more people selecting their numbers, which doesn't work out well. Let's forget that. The weakest match of the night, singles-wise, Adam Cole retains his Shockwave European Championship off Cesaro, and they shake hands afterwards. Nothing fancy. Another surprisingly weaker match. They've been doing quite well normally. The Certified G's win by disqualification. Yeah, I went with that. I needed them to keep it for one more pay-per-view. And they get another beatdown. Yeah, that's fine. Happy enough with that. We then move on to the Raw Royal Rumble, which is another good performance of 72. I'm happy with that. I want Kevin Owens to win this one. So Kevin Owens can now go on to WrestleMania to pick his opponent. But as he's part of Triple H's team, what will come from this? And you can see we have a host of big names and some small names. So yeah. Sami Zayn set a record for the longest. I went with that, but he got eliminated by Bad News attacking him or distracting him. John Cena defeats Nakamura by disqualification. This happened because John Cena wouldn't lose to Nakamura, and I was not very happy, so I'm making Nakamura keep the title for now. And the other two, he's attacked by Bobby Roode and Okada, and then Nakamura joins in the attack. So, yeah, we're going to mix this up, Cena in it, maybe make it triple threat, fatal four-way for WrestleMania. We have a bit of a Legends package arguing about who is going to win between Lesnar and Roman Reigns. And I'm pretty good with that. They've got a few issues, but Roman Reigns picks up the win. So now he gets to pick a title match. I had to go with Reigns to win because Brock has to help to the next level. And he cuts a promo warning Rollins, Daniel Bryan, or Big E that he's coming for them. In another brilliant match, I'm very happy with this. CM Punk retains against AJ Styles. I wanted to keep it with Punk. I wanted them to have like a last match. And I've got to find some new direction for Mr. Styles to go in now. And that is now officially my second best ever match. AJ Styles cuts a promo, furious that he's lost, promises he's going to make an impact come Shockwave. And in the main event, yet again, these two are my best two matches ever. Seth Rollins retains, but we also have interference from Owens, Ambrose, Triple H, all interfering and distracting Daniel Bryan. But an 84 to end the match, with Triple H's crew having won the Royal Rumble, retained both their titles. They are a force to be reckoned with. How did the show go down? I think this is going to make the 80s. What? More angles. They wanted angles. Didn't need angles. I'm not happy with that. Because the match is one lap over for me. It's just frustrating when that sort of thing happens. You didn't need angles in this. So head back to the main screen and see how badly that's affected us. And we are back to the main screen, so let's see what they say. Pretty good, even though we got a terrible rating. So, let's see what the injury to Naomi was, and how long we've lost her for. Because it doesn't sound like a good injury, but no, 22 days. That's not too bad. She'll be back for WrestleMania. It's ironic that this is the same thing that happened to her in real life, getting injured. But otherwise, the matches were actually really good. The titles, that one didn't get defended. So now Seth Rollins has reached the top again, I hope. Didn't get defended. That was good. That one's jumped a little bit. So yeah, we're happy with what happened in the end, match-wise. We'll head back and come back to Raw next time. How did you feel about the Royal Rumble? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching.